It's recording.
Hi guys, this is Dr. Linda Khoshaba, and this is my friend Roberta, and today we're going to be making some salmon. So we just wanted to make a short video on how to make a simple recipe, and this is going to be a perfect idea for a lean and green meal. If you ever make a lean and green, you can make like a salad and add some maybe salmon on top. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, and great leftovers. So what we're starting off with, as you can see, I'm just kind of marinating. This is one big piece of salmon. We just went to the market, got a fresh piece of salmon, and my first thing that I kind of rinse it off, just because you don't know who's the last person to touch it, so it's a good idea just to kind of rinse it off. Then I put it in a bowl like this, and then the first thing I start with is some apple cider vinegar. So that kind of just takes away that fishy flavor. Next, I put some olive oil, so you can get some extra virgin olive oil. Just sprinkle some of that on there. And then, to get rid of some of that fishy taste, I'm using a lot of herbs and spices that are going to eliminate that and add more herbs and flavor to the fish. So you can get something like this. It's simple turmeric. And the constituent of turmeric that makes it really well is curcumin. So you may have heard of what curcumin is. This is the powder form. This is the fresh form. You can see that this is a fresh herb. So what I'll do is I'll cut a piece of it up like this. You got to be careful because this stuff it's a really strong pigment, so it'll change your fingers yellow. So you just got to be careful of how much you use. So here's the fresh herb, and you can just kind of mince it up like this, just like you would, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever had this fresh turmeric before? It's not really common. I just ran into it in the grocery store the other day, so I thought I'd give it a try. So you could just use a little bit of that. That's going to add that orange color already to the salmon. So there's that. There's even a little bit of ginger too. So if you get fresh ginger, you could just mince a little bit of that ginger up nice in here. We've got our oven going, right? So our oven's set for, what did you put it at? 350? 350. Perfect. Okay, so then we can just kind of spread it all over. I didn't think I was ever going to make a cooking show, but I think since I always talk to patients and tell them, hey, you can make some salmon, here's just like I want to show you a simple salmon recipe that you can make. So what else do you want to put on here? How about some cayenne pepper? This is another one of my favorite herbs. These are things that I practically use with a lot on every meal I make. Turmeric is awesome, cayenne pepper is awesome, so we'll sprinkle a little bit of cayenne pepper on it. Give it a little bit of a kick. And then this is tarragon. So tarragon is really good. It's a really nice herb that you can use for eggs. When you make some eggs and omelets, or really good for fish. So you can just sprinkle a little bit of tarragon on that. Just like that. You smell it? What do you think it smells like?
Fantastic!
It's kind of like a minty, but yet lemony flavor. So it's a nice combination. And this is another organic no salt seasoning that I like, and this has got 21 different organic herbs and spices in here. Onion, garlic, carrots, black pepper, red bell pepper, tomato, just a bunch of nice different organic herbs. So it's just a nice blend. So we could just season it with this, and there's no salt in here, it's just herbs. And some you can crush some black pepper on it. Just a little bit of that. Perfect. And usually I can get some green onions just like this. You can chop them up really fine. And you just cut them up. We've got a couple of pieces in here. Just for flavor. And you just take some of this and sprinkle it all over here. Perfect. Okay, and then what you can do, this is how I like to top it off. There's other herbs you can put. I have mint out here, but it's all up to you, so preference-wise. So I think this looks good. You think you want to add anything else?
No, that's perfect.
Okay. So we'll take the lemon, and we've just cut them into like round circles like that, and I just place it all over the salmon just like this. And then we can actually just mush the water around a little bit in here, the oil, the vinegar, and then I have a baking sheet, so we can just put it on the baking sheet. So this is a huge piece of salmon, so you want to transfer it over nicely. Maybe you can help me lift it up. And we'll transfer it over. There you go. There you go. Perfect. And you spread it out nice and you put it on a diagonal. And then whatever is left in here, you can just kind of sprinkle it all over the salmon. And then you can cover it with some foil. Because you want it to cook in there really nicely. So we'll cover it up with some foil. And here's a piece of foil. We've got the oven set for 350, so we can put a timer on it. So anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how you want it. And wild caught cooks really nicely, so you don't have to worry about it over drying too much. You can just cover it with a piece of foil just like so. And you can put the timer on. We have a timer over here. You can put 25 minutes. Start. This away. You can open it. You can put it in nice. Perfect. Fantastico. So Roberta's Italian, so how do you say? Mamma mia! Fantastic! Thank you. That's just a simple salmon recipe. This goes really nice when it comes out of the oven. We're going to pair it with some quinoa and maybe some steamed vegetables as well on the side. But just simple, easy. 20 minutes later, you're going to have a really nice piece of salmon. Pair it with quinoa, and that's a really good lean and green meal. Take care.